Okay, so here's my challenge. I have a class I'm teaching, I guess. I don't know. It's a demonstration I'm doing, I should say, on Tuesday with a group of ladies, and they want to know how to paint watercolor because they've seen me painting watercolor on these videos. So they contacted Robin as my liaison, and they asked her what kind of paint they should buy, and she told them what to buy. She told them to buy tubes of watercolor. Get the primaries. You can get some burnt umber and some white and some black. Probably not black so much as what I said, but black. If Payne's Gray is available at the store, and they don't have to buy a lot. They could buy just a few tubes, and then they could share them. There's only like 25 or 30 ladies, and they're painting cards, greeting cards. So very small area, shouldn't take much paint. We could use paper plates as palettes. Robin had it all figured out, but that's not what happened. They ended up buying Keebor, Keebor. Paints for children. So let me show you that. There it is. That's the paint that they are going to be using. And it comes with a brush. So I went everywhere. I went to the different stores that sell paints, Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Walmart. I couldn't find that particular brand anywhere, but I found Crayola. I found this. It was less than $3. I found it at Walgreens. And I don't know if this is comparable to that Keebor paint, but on Tuesday I'm going to show them how to paint something. So I'm trying in this video, and this is what I came up with. Now, in the video right here, it looks a little wonky, I guess, but not too bad. Anyway, I'm trying to teach myself how to teach them, is what I'm doing. So I'm teaching myself how to teach them how to paint a landscape with these colors. You could paint anything, I guess, but I think the secret is to layer this, because this is not very pigmented. It's not very rich in pigment. So the rest of this video you're going to watch as I paint this, and it's my, again, teaching myself how to paint, teaching myself how to teach them how to paint one particular kind of a scene. I don't know. maybe a seascape or a little palm tree would be easier. A sky, some sand, and a tree. But I want to do something that has light. I like when light cascades across a landscape. I like when there's dappled light. I like when there's a distant light at the end of a trail. These are the things that I like to paint. So they've invited me. They promised they would feed me and Robin. So whatever. Whatever. It's going to be fun. I can't wait for it to be over, to be honest. But let me show you how I painted this right now. Okay, so here's the challenge today. I'm not doing a journal page right now. I'm practicing for something I'm doing Tuesday. Today's Saturday. And I have a group of ladies who want to paint greeting cards. They want me to show them how I paint greeting cards. So the lady who is the contact person asked Robin what kind of paints to get, and Robin told her what kind of paints to get, which was, tubes of watercolor. They don't have to be very expensive, but just get some primaries and some white and some black if you can't get Payne's Gray, or some burnt umber and some yellow ochre. Anyway, so she opted instead to get a children's set, not this particular children's set. It was called Keebor or something. but I can't find that locally, so she's buying them on Amazon. But I have this children's set from Crayola, and I did experiment with it once before. So the way it sounds is that they're going to use the children's paint and the brush that comes with it. So, so my challenge today is to use these colors to paint the landscape, and I'm doing this as practice for Tuesday. So I'm going to try to do a simple landscape. Let's see how I do it. Now my idea is to make light coming in from that end, and then a trail, and then some distant trees, etc., and some closer trees, etc. And of course the pigment in this, I always know children's sets don't have the best pigment, but so I'm going to start with yellow. I'm going to make sure I keep a white area in there, and we'll see how this works out. Alright, so that white area is going to be the brightest spot right there. Just keep that white and keep it watered down. Let's see how this works out. Alright, just get that yellow. Get that yellow, and let's just put some spots on the ground. So we work from light to dark. I am not sure if I'm happy with this idea, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now I'm going to put some blue. The blue in the... Oh wow, that's a interesting blue, isn't it? Wow. Is that blue? I'd say blue-green. Alright, so let's work with what we got. Alright, so let's just... Wow. That is not... Why does that look so green? So blue-green. I know it's up against the yellow, but... Okay. Alright, so let's just put some streaks in here. Some distant trees. I wonder why that blue is so blue. What is this, purple? Oh, I'm going to mix some purple in there. Don't ask me. I'm learning as I do this. Oh my gosh. Well, one brush. Now I can advise them to use more than one water source. Sorry. Sometimes my old New York accent comes in. Alright, so there we go. It's kind of almost looks like a Easter egg color. Easter egg. Alright, we'll see. Maybe it'll turn into something worth doing. This looks like a brown. Yeah, so I'm going to use that brown to put some shadows. Let's define the path here a little bit. Let's make the path go to the back there and then come around. Bring it up to us here. Alright, go ahead and put some little hints of brown here and there. Well, this is a challenge. I know it's a challenge. Alright, there we go. Wow. Okay. Well, let's try the green. Let's see what we can do with the green. And with the green, we're going to try to create some of these local trees here. I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to use several layers because this is very thin pigment. So I'm just going to go ahead and dab it in and make it very childlike. That's the best way to approach this, I think. Get some of those light yellow greens in the end there. Just keep working it, I guess. Since the yellow is the lightest color that they have in this kit, which of course is usually the way it is. But I'm going to kind of mix it. So I guess if I'm using my so-called technique, I'm using yellow and green a lot, basically just to get the paper wet. And that is the main thing I'm doing here. Just getting the paper wet. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if they're going to have any hair dryers available. I'm going to have to bring my dryer because you really can't paint on it right now while it's wet. So I do have my nifty dryer, and for the sake of the demonstration here, I am going to keep the sound turned on, so hold your ears. It's not completely dry, but there it is. It's weird looking. I'm okay with it though. All right, it's not dry, but it's drier. Let me just spread out some of these puddles and. All right, I can hear your voices. You're telling me to do it differently, but this is the way I'm going to do it. All right, so now I'm going to dip this black here. Oh my gosh, okay. And I want to create more of a defined trail here. I'm doing it very dotted. I'll put some water, some dark water across the trail here, create more of an illusion of dappled light. Yeah, I gotta be careful because I can't really think like I have gouache. If I was to use gouache, I would, not worry about it so much. I would add some of the light later on. But I think these ladies are going to have only the paints that are in the kit. So let's just go ahead and put some darker green up here. Make sure we keep some light there. Some light there. Here we go. Alright, just keep working it, I guess. Put some foreground. Let's get some of these darker greens up here into the area that'll be the trees. I don't know why she didn't just buy regular paints. When I'm there, I suppose, they're having food in there, so they're just going to have a good time is what it is. So, but I have the challenge of showing them how to do something creative. In a way, it's a good thing, because I've always wanted to show children how to paint with children's paints. So. And I have tried it before, but I didn't really give it my all. I kind of did it very, not as enthusiastically as I'm trying to right now. Just using one brush is an interesting challenge too. Okay, let's get some more black over here. Mix the black and the brown. Make sure we keep some light in there. Get some of this darker green and make sure I leave a lot of little areas of yellow. Okay, mix that brown. Try to get this green darker over here. I'm mixing the blue and the green a little bit to cool it down, I think. Make that brown less stark. Okay, I think I'm almost ready for the vertical lines in here. All right, let's add some of these trees now. Let's just pure black. Oh, let's take one, go right through the middle of that light right there. Bring it down there. There's one tree. Okay, let's do another little tree. Let's get some more little tiny lines in there. Very tiny. I'm just dipping very lightly into the black. Just some little tiny branches here on these trees. Here we go. Ay. This is a challenge. Alright, let me take this brown. Oh, the brown might not be dark enough. Let me do brown and black. Just drag a tree up here. Get a few more here. Break it up, don't make it completely. That way it looks like there's some leaves in front of it. Let's get some more trees in here. think working with what you have is the key here. Work with what you have. Alright, let's put a foreground tree here. This is probably going to need more than one layer. It's so thin. There's not much pigment in this paint. So just keep using. Make it a little bit thicker now. And I'll come back to that after it's dry. There we go. Nice big close-up tree right there. And then it's a double tree. Isn't that a hotel double tree? Double tree inn, I think, right? Double tree. I know this is a real challenge. I can't do a whole lot of wet on wet. It's hard to put a second layer when it's still wet. How much time am I going to have, do you think? So far I've been about a half hour on this one. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, to be honest with you. I don't know if they're going to be able to watch me at the table. I don't have an overhead projector. So hopefully they just have fun. You know, that's going to be my motto. Just have fun. Can add a little bit of blue to this, I guess, just to create some more colorful looks. You know what? I have an idea. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I have an idea. I have an idea. Let me clean the brush completely. I'm going to try to put some red flowers in there. I know it's risky, but I'm going to try to get some really thick pigment onto this brush. Just red. Just get it as thick as I can. I'm going to add just a few dots of red here and there. Make it look like some wildflowers along the way. Or some berries. Yesterday, Robin and I went to Silver Springs and took the boat ride. The glass bottom boat. And they were not on the river necessarily, but in the park. There were a lot of berries. A lot of red berries everywhere. So, must be a thing. Must be a thing this time of year. Okay, my idea did not work. I don't think I like that. Okay, well what I can do is keep that red on that paint and just put some little undefined little specks on our trail here. Oh yeah, that red and that brown kind of do work together a little bit to create some of those shadows. I didn't think of that. That was a happy accident, huh? Probably need some more trees over here. Well, I guess that's one idea. And then of course you fold it, make it into a card, and there we go. I don't know, do you think they're going to be happy with that kind of a painting? Well, it is what it is. Alright. Well, that's one. I'll try and do a few more before Tuesday. Hey, thanks for watching. Bye. If you have any ideas, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'm not sure what to do here. I mean, I could bring some gouache and then we could add some, but I don't want it. I want to use exactly what they have. So, alright, thanks for watching.